accounts today to receive a $10 bonus. If we're being honest, the Thursday night game was kind of bugs, and then suddenly there wasn't. It was rather entertaining. 20-13, Seattle leading. Jason Myers attempting from 53 yards, and it slides just right, which means a touchdown will tie this game. 20-6, Arizona hadn't done anything, and then Marvin Harrison Jr. caught a touchdown out here on 3rd and 5. 18-yard gain, a few plays later, 2nd and goal, and Elijah Mercado shakes out of the tackle. This game is tied. Perhaps the most significant play of the game is this one right here, this new dynamic kickoff. The ball has to land past the 20, and the Chad Ryland kickoff lands at about the 20.5, which means Seattle starts at the 40. They're just a play away from being in range, and here's the play. Sam Darnold, Jackson Smith, and Jigba, gain of 22. Darnold 3 of 3 for 69 yards when he targeted. That situation, and AD and the guys are talking to the guys on the bench, and they're ready to go to overtime. It's like another overtime plan. It's just kind of like, hey, what's next? And Clint called some great plays. We had great protection in that series. We're fortunate with the kick being, on the landing zone, and then, Sam and Jax were just lights out, and just a great job overall. Brian did a great job of managing the clock, and this is how we roll. Could have put it to bed early. In the end, it makes no difference because they win, and they have done that 8 consecutive times versus the Cardinals, which is tied for the second longest active win streak against a single opponent. Only the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants have a longer run. The last time Arizona beat Seattle was back in 2021. David Woody here with an eye on Week 4. Speaking of Dallas, I've had this segment sort of ideas / we've done it from time to time. The idea being headline storyline. And a headline catches your it's Philadelphia and Tampa Bay. And in order for Philadelphia to win games with a bit more wiggle room, what has to happen? I think Saquon needs to get going. He's been awful quiet these first 3 weeks. There hasn't been a lot of running room with Saquon. The fascinating thing is, everyone last week, everyone talked about what's wrong with the Philadelphia Eagles passing game. And then Jalen Hurts just does what he does. Maybe that's how you get the running game going, is let's try that out for size. Well, when push came to shove, just throw it to 11, because there really are no 50-50 balls, because he's as big as any wide receiver out there. Now, you mentioned to me upstairs about Tampa Bay. They could easily be 0-3. I suppose that's true. Philadelphia was lucky to win last week, but I get what you're saying. You're not casting aspersions, though. You like Tampa Bay as a contender to win the division, as a playoff team. What do you see with them? Yeah, listen, the one thing about Tampa Bay, they've had a lot of injuries, but Baker Mayfield has just been unbelievable. There's no question about that. Listen, when you talk about this matchup with the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm looking at the offensive line. They have multiple guys on the offensive line out. Well, because this Philadelphia Eagles, Frank Worthstead Brown's coming back, which is going to be a huge plus for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But is something to keep an eye on, that matchup right there. That could be fun to play with, wouldn't it? Listen, man, that dude talks so much trash, so much smack. I'm maxing up, though. I love God, but I said up. Or in the unlikely tie in Arrowhead, either the Ravens or the Chiefs leave that game 1-3. Which to you would be a more concerning 1-3 record? I think the Chiefs, for a couple reasons. Number one, the division that they play in is pretty formidable, number one. And number two, I just worry about this offense. Now, listen, I know Xavier Worthy is coming back. Rasheed Rice is going to finish out his 6-game suspension, so we need to see that. But Scott, there's just no explosiveness, no running game. When your quarterback is like the leading rusher, you have all types of problems. So, like, if the Chiefs fall to 1-3, we on like DEFCON levels for the Kansas City Chiefs. I understand. I picked Baltimore to win the Super Bowl. They played two good offenses. They haven't stopped either one. And inside of the injuries, it seems like maybe it's got some legs to it. Unfortunately, that would be a troubling spot, I think. I think the only thing for me is they can actually score. That's a fair one. That is a fair point. I'll close this one. We mentioned the Eagles a blocked kick away from being 2-1. The Rams are a clean operation away from being 3-0. They play a team who is 3-0. And I appreciate that the Colts have played two teams that are winless in Miami and Tennessee. But you really like/believe in Indianapolis because why? Scott, they've only punted one time this year. One punt so far. But on a little bit of a journey, like we've seen some other quarterbacks, the Baker and everything else. Sam Darnold, they don't go, Daniel Jones goes up to Minnesota, get a little bit of that Kevin O'Connell sprinkling, and then he comes to Shane Steichen, and now he's balling with all the weapons that they have down there. And not for nothing, O-line and Jonathan Taylor, yeah, that can win you some football games. It's cool to see Jones, though. Like, sometimes, I think mostly in life, it's about your opportunity, your situation, your circumstance. And absolutely, it's about you. You got good infrastructure around you, you can do some things. Well, we got you here on Thursday. We appreciate you. Yeah, man, appreciate you. Like, travel safe for Damian Woody every Thursday with us. How about let's talk some Saturday ball? Because this weekend we have a ridiculous slate of games. Oxford, top 15 matchup. Ole Miss and LSU both 4-0. Contrasting styles, yeah, I'd say. LSU allows fewer than 10 points a game. The Reds score nearly 45 per. They've won both times at home against the Tigers since Lane Kiffin took over. Staying in the Southeastern Conference, Alabama, between the hedges, and Athens to take on Georgia. Kirby Smart and the Dogs 1-6 against the Tide since he took over in 16. However, joining that game is Nick Saban, who will be on the desk of game day at the State College, not coaching against Urban. Speaking of where game day will be, Happy Valley, whiteout, top 6 till Oregon and Penn State. Ducks have won the 4 games by a combined 166. This atmosphere, though, very different. You've all heard it. James Franklin 4-20 against top 10 opponents at Penn State. So you look at the big picture in totality, and you got big-time matchups in every window Saturday. The expanded playoff does provide more wiggle room, which makes losses in games like these more absorbable. Now, I don't agree with the notion that the expanded playoffs makes the regular season less meaningful or interesting. It just makes losses before October less disqualifying. Remember, there were plenty of people who were busy writing Alabama's obit when they got hammered in August by Florida State. But if they win in Athens on Saturday, the entire conversation around them changes, and it should. All of this is to say there's a lot of ball game left across the country.
And the connection between you and Sam on a number of different occasions, it looks like it's been there for a long, long time. What has allowed you guys to get so on the same page seemingly so quickly?
A lot of work, a lot of hard work, a lot of reps, that people, people didn't see. So, it's awesome to go out here, each Sunday, Thursday night and put it on display.
How would you best describe what your defense is capable of? Damian and I, again, just discussing literally all three levels. You got thumpers, you got guys that fly to the football, you got guys that make plays. You're nodding your head pretty enthusiastically. What kind of depth of talent is there on that side of the ball?
Man, depth, there's some warriors out there. I would hate to go up against them, to be honest. And, they prepared the offense, to make plays. But the defense, like you said, we got names on names, and they come out every week and prove it. And, I would say they're the best in the world.
All right, let me pivot to something totally unrelated to tonight, because I know how much it's difficult to get back on the field on the Thursday. But the good news is it means you get the extended bye, so to speak. I'm curious about how you handle this weekend, because you have a squad coming into your part of the world, and you got to represent the squad from the 614. Like, how do you handle being a Buckeye in the state of Washington when everybody's pulling for the Huskies? I see how fired up you are.
Yeah, the Buckeyes are in town, and that's my team. And, the people in Washington, they going to understand. They know that I love them and,
no, they don't.
Play for them. So, but maybe not the Huskies, maybe not on Saturday, but I will be there cheering my guys on. BIA, Zone 6, man, I can't wait to see those guys ball out.
Well, I always joke about throw the ball to 4. Like, we'll wait for him to get to the league. But listen, another Buckeye made some plays tonight for Arizona. You did your thing. I appreciate you taking a minute after the victory. Enjoy Saturday up in Seattle. That should be quite a scene, man. And be well until I chat with you again, all right?
Thank you, Scott. Great to hear from you.
Always, always. See, no thank you. That's Sandro Diaz. What are we even doing? So this is a world record of guys going down the side of a skyscraper and then flying into a bunch of foam squares is what that is. Have a nice weekend. Hello and welcome to Sports Center from the nation's capital. I'm Scott Van Pelt. Fun night in sports. We'll have full post game from Seattle and Arizona and visit with Jackson Smith in Jigba in just a moment. Bounce back week for winners. I mean, stay in the fight, sign up for 60, or I sign up for 11. How's that? Plus, one big thing on the eve of the always brilliant and entertaining Ryder Cup. As for the Thursday night game in the desert, Cardinals and Seahawks, NFC West affair. First quarter in a 3-0 game. What do you think of those unis? Everybody on the internet hates everything. I thought they looked clean to me. 3-0. What a beautiful, beautiful toss to A.J. Barner. Run it. Sets up the ability to find your tight end, A.J. Barner. It's 7-3. Oh, this is the story of the early going for Marvin Harrison Jr. Such a talent coming out of Ohio State. Bobbles it. Ernest Jones IV is able to intercept. In traffic, you see 4 different Seahawks there, and when Harrison cannot secure it, Seahawks have the ball. Cardinal defense, though, stiffened. They force a punt. So it's 7-3 Seattle. Backed up on the shadow of their own goal line. Darnold rolls, tosses, play made. Alaya Arroyo, gain of 32. Very next play, Darnold. Clean pocket, clean middle of the field. Show them your wheels 1-4. Hit the deck. Big back-to-back chunk plays. Then it's Zach Charbonnet. Couldn't go against the Saints, but healthy enough with a little help from his friends. Into the end zone. Seattle with 14 straight points. It's a 14-3 lead. Under 4 to go in the third, it's 17-3. Kyler Murray, Harrison with a grab on the sidelines. Very next play, Cardinals try to get fancy, and that Seattle defense, they got players all over the field. They get a sack. Cardinals drive stalls. They get a field goal. 20-6 in the fourth. Murray